Well, hello guys and girls. It's I, Aaron Halo 18 here. I'm gonna do a video from an article from XboxWire.com. The name of the article is called Next Free Halo 5 Guardians Update Brings Forge, New Maps, and more. It's by Xbox Wire staff. Posted on December 3rd, 2015 at 8:05 p.m. There's already have 4 likes on Facebook. And you can share this on Twitter and email. New details about the next free update coming to Halo 5 Guardians later this month. The Cartographer's Gift. The chemistry and Fortnite were revealed at the Game Awards.
Both of them?
No, just one. The Cartographer's Gift will add the biggest and most improved Forge mode ever. To Halo 5 Guardians. In addition to brand new Warzone, Battle of Locustus, Arena Overgrowth, and Big Team Battle Anti-Freeze, and Entombed. Maps and more than 30 new wrecks for armors, weapons, emblems, and more. Additionally, the Halo World Championship 2016 begins Sunday, December 6th, with the launch of online tournament ladders around the world. The biggest Halo esports competition in franchise history is centered on the ultra-competitive arena multiplayer mode of Halo 5 Guardians, with a prize pool that has now reached $2 million and growing through crowdfunding. Starting today, in celebration of the Halo World Championship, a special Halo Championship Series HCS Premium Rec Pack, including HCS themed weapon skins, armor, and emblem, will be available for purchase. Fans will need to act fast, though, as this will only be available through Sunday at 12 p.m. PST. As with all rec packs, a portion of each purchase will go directly to the Halo World Championship prize pool. For more details about the Halo World Championship, please visit halo.gg. 343 Industries is hard at work creating more Halo 5 multiplayer content to keep players immersed in the action. The Cartographer's Gift is the second free update since the game launched in October. With more free content coming throughout 2016, including additional maps, weapons, armor, and modes. And the November DLC is Battle of Shadow and Light. And the December DLC is Cartographer's Gift. that was it for that article. I'll read another article called Halo Community Update, Cartographer's Gift, Sneak Peek, by B is for Bravo, 12/4/2015. It's been a rather busy week here at the studio. This busyness has come in many forms, including a multitude of playtests that have offered insight into adjustments to exciting experiences, gameplay on new upcoming maps, and future things I'd get in trouble if I talked about. Teams across the studio are nearing completion on the December update, and work on future updates is well underway too. Without delay, let's take a sneak peek at what you can expect in the just announced Cartographer's Gift. Update. The next free batch of goodness coming to Halo 5 Guardians. The Cartographer's Gift update was first shown at last night's The Game Awards show, and if you missed the trailer, you can get a peek here. It brings with it a long list of updates, some of which we'll start to talk about today, and all of which we'll be talking about during next week's live stream, Friday, December 11th at 3 p.m. at PTD on Halo channel and twitch.tv/Halo. To kick things off, let's take a look at some of the stuff we've revealed so far for this update, as well as some of the wrecks we'll be showing off next week. You got a new Spectator rocket launcher rare wreck card. And you also get Forge on this mode as well. You get 2 rare cards, 1 ultra rare, and a legendary wreck card. And 1 new map for Warzone, a new map for Arena. The 3 new maps for Arena, and 1 new map for Warzone. And you get a Mark IV Gen 1 armor set. And also you get a Radiant armor set. You get and you also get a lot of legendary cards and ultra rare and regular rare cards. And also uncommon and common cards as well. As you can see, there's plenty on the way, including a variety of new Spanker rocket launchers, a new Warzone map, an Arena map, as well as 2 new BTB Forge maps, a ton of new wrecks, and of course Forge. Let's talk a bit about that last item first. Forge, the biggest Forge yet, which was built on years of community feedback, is making its debut to Halo 5, giving this next Halo 5 update its holiday appropriate name. The new Forge includes a ton of new Features including 1700 plus objects, new object types such as FX, and sound emitters, decals, invisible blockers, projected terrain pieces, lighting objects, a new multi-selection control scheme, precision editing, object grouping, true budget system with a higher object placement count, smart magnets, and plenty more. If you missed the initial overview earlier this year, you can catch up here for way more details, images, and even GIFs. At launch, Forge will support a basic implementation of file browser, which will allow you to bookmark, play, and share maps and modes created by players on your active roster. This doesn't require a mutual friendship, but only that you follow the player you want to grab a map from. From the player details page, you'll be able to view a player's files and their bookmarks. To grab a map or mode, simply bookmark the file, and it'll be ready to play in custom games or open up in Forge. Similar to Forge itself, we'll be making updates to expand file browser functionality over future updates. Based on your feedback, we can't wait to see your creations. And I'm rather excited to sneak top community maps into some awesome social community playlists as soon as they let me. But there's plenty more Forge ahead. On next week's Halo livestream community update, in case you're skimming, it's Friday 12/11 at 3 p.m. PTDT on Halo channel and twitch.tv/Halo. We'll be talking with the Forge team, showing off new features, and also taking your community questions. Be sure to join us. Seasons and social. The Cartographer's Gift update also brings with it the arrival of Seasons, which we last talked about in October. Seasons are a new competitive feature for Arena, which will give you a chance to continually challenge yourself in ranked playlists, and also prove that you've improved your game since the last season. The January 2016 season will begin with the Cartographer's Gift update set to drop the week of December 15th and end on January 31st, which will make the first season a little over a month long. Moving forward, we're going to keep an eye on feedback regarding season length. We've seen your comments and concerns about seasons being too short or too long, and we will be looking to hit the sweet spot to ensure that the duration feels just right. As stated above, you've still got at least a week to grind on your current preseason ranks. Once the update is here and the season begins, all of your preseason ranks will still be viewable on your Halo Waypoint service record, and all your CSRs for ranked playlists will be reset, giving you a chance to place in each of these playlists. Again, as mentioned previously, at the end of each season, those who qualified in at least one playlist by playing 10 placement matches in any ranked playlist, or earn an exclusive seasonal pack reward emblem, only available that season. Additionally, social playlists, one of which will be Big Team Battle, will arrive with this week next update. Limited join-in progress windows will be turned back on to allow for full matches of nuclear mayhem at nearly all times. And as a note, all social playlists will feature appropriate join-in progress windows. We know you also want a mix of non-BTB social modes, and we'll have a mix of currently available modes in a social playlist too. More on that next week. Oh, and while we're talking playlists, the Cartographer's Gift update will indeed include a Warzone Assault update to ensure players to do things in the right order. CSR tuning. The arrival of the January 2016 season also provides us with an opportunity to make adjustments to CSR tuning. And this comes into different forms. Some of you have noticed the ranking distribution for the SWAT and FFA playlist was a bit skewed, causing lots of players to end up in Onyx. We've confirmed this was occurring, and to correct this, we have made adjustments to the CSR curve for these playlists. Additionally, the multiplayer team has made some changes to placement match logic to address the issue of players placing too high across all playlists. And the new settings will ensure that your skill is more accurately represented coming out of placement. As always, we'll be keeping a close eye on your feedback once these changes go live. Six-player FFA. There have been many forum threads debating the best player count for Halo 5 free-for-all. Some players prefer the chaos of 8-player free-for-all. Others prefer a slightly slower-paced 6-player FFA, which allows for a bit more methodological gameplay, map control, and more 1v1 battles. Over the past month, the multiplayer team has been playtesting tons of FFA in order to get the experience just right. And come the Cartographer's Gift update in the January 2016 season, Halo 5 FFA will be moving to 6 players. This decision is not one that was taken lightly, and ultimately it was decided that 6-player FFA gives players a bit more room to determine who is the best on the battlefield. Battle of Locustus. Earlier this year, you may remember getting a very brief sneak peek at a certain yet to be named Warzone map. For some time, the allure of this cityscape may have kept you curious and desiring to jump around the looping highway ramps and race down the city streets. We can't blame you, because it is pretty darn fun. Battle of Locustus is the next map to join the Warzone lineup. and today I've grabbed a few members of the team to tell you all about it. Kevin Franklin, multiplayer design director. Very early on in Warzone development, we knew we wanted to build a Warzone map in a UNSC city, New Mombasa, and some great franchise moments like the BTB, Urban Combat, and Halo 2's Headlong and the Scorpion action, and Coastal Highway from ODST, which is also a favorite of mine. The team quickly railed behind this inspiration of a city-based Warzone map with lots of vehicles and infantry combat at Battles of Narcostus has been in development for a very long time, and it's had a lot of iterations to get the gameplay space just right, as Bravo stayed above some of the teaser videos and trailers around launch had brief shots of this experience. Great work by those of you who caught it in the trailers. We hope you're excited. Battle of Narcostus takes place and Deja, and its Warzone setting is reminiscent of an insurrectionist battle that took place on the planet. The Warzone base layout is unique to Battle of Narcostus, with two garages on either side and a special monument base in the center. Two garages really underscore the importance of vehicles on this map. It's a Warthog playground in the early mid-game with a great circle to drive around. Late game Scorpions are fantastic at defending or attacking home bases. And we've had many epic games break out in play tests here at 343. Fitting with the city theme, we also wanted to make sure infantry combat had a very big role. Then there are several man cannons to get you around and avoid vehicles. The monument base in the center of the map is very infantry focused and feels somewhat like a mini arena map, as 1v1 infantry combat skills are required to attack and defend it. It's been a great journey building Battle of Narcostus, and we can't wait for it to launch and hear your feedback. See you online. Tim Daz, multiplayer environment artist. Battle of Narcostus has been one of those maps that was challenging. The show concept art of this map as well on this article, and I get the article from HaloWaypoint.com. Under the news community, and the article is about Cartographer's Gift. Battle of Narcostus has been one of these maps, those maps that was challenging both artistically and design-wise. Made Mulhern, multiplayer environment lead, was the original guy behind the idea of this map. This area is a sectioned off part of the city which was once a tourist and historical spot on the same planet as Empire, a monument area created in celebration of the UNSC's first flight into space travel. We played around with some ideas. Should have the same feeling as Empire. Should have some influence from Plaza. We went back and forth on the design and ultimately decided to go with a brutalist architecture look. When we thought of monuments and historical sites, we thought of huge monolithic buildings with very simple detail to emphasize the importance of what the content of the area really is. One of the things we were working towards in the original block out stages was a huge open Warzone map to play off a lot of vehicle combat. One of the bonuses with that is we ended up making a lot of long sight lines, which now helps in making this area great for long range combat with scope. Scope weapons like the BR and sniper rifle. And a challenge for us, though, was how can we get this to feel good and also run well for players. Longer sight lines mean more visuals need to be rendered, so we had to play with a ton of different layouts to get that feel, which we have now. Evan S. Forza, multiplayer designer. The Playlab's been echoing obscenities recently, which means people have been having fun playing Spartan Locke, providing feedback and demanding that necessary tweaks be made. The map provides a unique Warzone experience that fits in nicely with the other maps. As opposed to linear progression, Spartan Locke has more of a hub and spoke layout and spook layout, with the hub being a space called the Monument, an enjoyable multi-level environment to battle over, which provides players quicker access to the other points of interest of the map. Controlling it could definitely be the deciding factor of a match. Adrian Bedoya and David Ellis helped shape the design of this map, so I'll let them go into more detail about the map's nuisance. David Ellis, designer. As a Warzone location, Battle of Custis provides a rich, dynamic setting with opportunities for ample on foot and vehicle mayhem. The open, non-linear layout of the space means you're regularly presented with meaningful tactical decisions over the course of a Warzone match. Do I purchase a vehicle immediately following the initial assault, or concentrate on using the plethora of manned cannons spread out across the map to cross the distance between bases more quickly? One unique differentiator for this map is the presence of two garages that teams can capture and hold to bring their vehicles to bear at a rapid clip. While I won't spoil the boss progression for this environment, I will offer one tip. If you're not careful, you might end up dodging attacks from multiple legendary bosses. Adrian Bedoya, multiplayer level designer. Battle of Custis was the map everyone on the multiplayer team wanted to create. We're very early on in our design discussions. Can somebody push it there? Alright. Decisions of the themes and concepts. pitched an urban cityscape was always top of the list. I initially mocked up a quick rough of a top-down for it, which I then immediately threw out the window and started fresh. It was too similar in layout to our other maps and needlessly complex. Here it is. Early rough design top-down idea. This was thrown out the window. It shows 4 open pit things, and then 2 and 3. With battle for Nocustus, we knew we wanted to have a showcase level for our vehicles while also maintaining a balance with engaging infantry combat and movement throughout the map. After working through some different design ideas on paper and 3D, I landed on a simple circular layout, 2 garages, and a central monument. The idea was to continue the vehicle heavy combat in the circular street, with the focal point of infantry battles at the central monument with the help of the art team. We took lots of inspiration from brutalist architecture that emphasizes construction materials and a simplicity of form and structure. Early layout in 3D. Next one is Overgrowth. Yesterday, you also got a look at Overgrowth, the Plaza remix, which offers significantly different gameplay thanks to a variety of tighter corridors. We'll be showcasing some gameplay on the map on next week's live stream. But for now, here are some additional looks at concept art and the final map to hold you over. And the article just ends with pictures of Overgrowth, the Overgrowth map. It's of a city with buildings everywhere and plants and trees grown over everything. That's why it's called Overgrowth, I think. Nelly? Nelly? Can you blow the computer, please?
Sure.
Hope you're still there, guys and girls. We'll be showcasing Overgrowth, Battle of Nocustus, Antifreeze, and Intube in next week's stream. We'll see you then. User interface. Whenever a new noteworthy forum, thread, or post pops up about Halo 5 UI feedback, I generally send an email to my UI friends, and they respond with "Yep, I already saw it. Fixed index update. Where's there, guy?
Hold on.
They make my job easy, and like many teams here at 343, they are constantly looking for, anyway, for feedback, for your feedback, wherever you post it. So keep posting it. And this is my YouTube video, guys and girls. And I'll continue reading. If my dad doesn't interrupt me too much of my video.
I would never do that.
Here are some of the new UI elements and updates you'll find coming in the Cartographer's Gift update later this month, which some mainly in the form of giving you more info about what friends are doing in Halo 5, maintaining location callouts on screen, and more info about your Rex. New features, Forge Lobby. And guys and girls, my dad will be leaving shortly here. My dad will be leaving here shortly, guys and girls. He interrupted my video again. That's kind of rude of him. Don't you think, guys and girls? I'll continue to read now. New features, Forge Lobby, will be accessible from the main menu under Multiplayer. New Forge Monitor UI, built from the ground up for Halo 5. The current season will be displayed in the Arena Matchmaking menu. Doing it too long there. The matchmaking menu. File browsers for maps and modes. Accessible from active roster and custom games. With file options to edit name, description, save report. Improvements, lobby. Your rec points and number of unopened rec packs will be visible during intermission and in lobby. Fixed bug around fireteam sorting. The fireteam leader will now be displayed at the top, followed up by his or her team in an alphabetical order by gamertag for custom teams. All other teams will be grouped together and then sorted alphabetically as well. Roster friend statuses will now be visible from the friends list, so you can see what your buddies are doing in Halo 5 Guardians. Fixed bug around friend sorting, so it sorts online and offline friends alphabetically. Spartan Hub / Rex, rarity and description will be visible for all Rex when opening a rec pack or browsing your collection, whether you own it or not. Rec energy cost will also be displayed for all Rex when opening a rec pack or browsing your collection. Additional controller settings are being added. Look for a blog next week. Spectate. Adding hidden controls to change player to POV without using the UI for up to 8 players in 4v4 or FFA. If this piques your interest, be on the lookout, as we'll have more details in an upcoming blog. From the scoreboard, you'll be able to change player POV to POV to a selected player. Press the View button to bring up the scoreboard. Use D-pad to navigate. An A button to select a POV. Fixed bug around player POV selector sorting. It will now sort by team, and then alphabetically by gamertag. Fixed bug around controls for zooming while in free cam. Fixed bug around not being able to hide the player POV selector in some cases when toggling UI visibility. HUD, the location callout will now appear when dead. Spectating and Spartan Locke, etc. The highest score per column in the in-game scoreboard will have a visual column allowing you to see very quickly which player has the most kills, most assists, and least deaths. There's even more coming down the UI pipeline based on your feedback, but I'm told I cannot talk about these things just yet. In due time. Controls. The Sandbox team have been hard at work on reviewing your feedback and implementing new tuning tools for controller settings. As promised, this update will also include some additional updates for those who would like to further refine their controller settings. For those of you who don't wish to make any changes, you need not be concerned with what you just read. As the update, you want to adjust your current settings. We'll have more on the specifics coming you next week from the Sandbox team themselves. The Mark IV Gen 1. Before we move on, if there's any one armor I'm particularly excited about in the Cartographer's Gift update is the Mark IV Gen 1 set. It is inspired by the armor of Douglas, Alice, and Tremont in Halo Wars. This section of this week's update is made purely to marvel at its greatness. There's more to come in the December update. Join us next Friday to see some of it in action. And lots more happening here across the entire studio. The Warzone team is currently running final tests on updates to Warzone level progression. The multiplayer team is hammering on new playlists and modes. The services team is actively making updates to increase ban length for excessive quitting, and plenty of other stuff that we'll soon be diving into. Oh, and we're moving to a new building next month. We'll be sure to show you around. And I'm a little upset here, guys and girls. I didn't like that my dad poked me in the face in the middle of my video. That really bothered me. And hopefully my dad will be doing that in my next video. Because I don't like when he jokes about. My dad jokes a little bit too much sometimes, and I don't particularly like that. So I hope you enjoyed listening to my talking about this article about Halo 5 Guardians once again. Sorry I haven't done an update on Halo 5 for a while. But hopefully it'll be pretty good. And it talks about play of the week. This week we caught a few random acts of kindness that simply must be highlighted. Also, I'm beginning to become suspicious about these sister clips that seem to come in pairs. In our first clip, aptly titled "The Nicest Thing I Have Seen in Halo," Dom Hunter 19 calls it a random weapon in Warzone and gets an aid Victorium. After accidentally clipping the spire balcony ledge with a rocket and blowing themselves up, teammate Shargoth 0801 grabs the power weapon and holds onto it, allowing Ohm Hunter 19 to finish the job. You Spartan are too kind. Watch here. If you're still looking to grab the HCS Rec pack, be sure to do so before 12 noon PT this Sunday. And to the few dozen of you who were awarded 343 weapon skins for a short period yesterday, we expect to see you in the studio by Monday morning. In total, 57 assault rifle and 44 magnums were given out. And if you were one of the lucky recipients, these are yours to keep. As a note, no 343 emblems have been awarded. So if you run into a player with a 343 emblem, you can be sure that you're indeed teaming with or going up against a 343 employee. That'll do for this week. Be sure to join us next week, as we'll be talking lots more about what's on the way. I guess that's it for me on the Halo 5 Guardians discussion. This is episode 45, by the way. And I also did another one today. I made a 4-minute and 33-second video today from my Bible study of Aaron singing Amazing Grace. That was the name of the video that I did. That I uploaded from, that I edited and uploaded from iMovie, and yeah, that was pretty fun, and I enjoyed it. And I hope you really liked listening, and I hope you were able to hear that me talk about it. For some reason, my recording thing goes, there's this white bar or something. It looks weird, and I really did. I hope you feel inspired by my videos, and of course I'm a Christian. And lately, these days, my dad is the only one that's been helping me with the computer. My mom doesn't want to plug my computer in for me anymore, and she doesn't want to give me the computer anymore, and because she doesn't want to contribute to what I do on my computer and stuff like that. And I guess it's a new thing for her. I guess she doesn't want to do it. It's okay, my dad will do it. And hopefully my dad will be doing more things for me, I guess, from now on. It's kind of sad, I know. But that's how life is around here. And I'm sorry. And yeah. And I hope you, and I give this article a 10 out of 10, of course. And it's pretty cool that they have they have Forge on this. I guess they were all out on Forge this time around. And hopefully my friends will come over and play Halo with me again. And hopefully my friend Josh Forrest will play Halo 5. It's taken him 3 months. He's taken 3 months to beat to play Halo 5. I guess he really wants to finish the first 4, the Master Chief story. In the Master Chief collection, I think they beat Halo 1, 2, and 3, right? I guess he was doing it for his girlfriend or something like that, and hopefully they'll see me on Monday again. They'll hang out longer, and yeah. And it's cool that a lot of my friends are consistent on coming over, and I had a great Bible study yesterday. And by the way, Logan and Steven and Mark that were there, they're my friends though. They're not my brothers. They're not related to me. I'm an only child. And I live with my mom and dad, Jimmy and Tom, I believe. And it's almost the end of the year. This is the last month of the year, and then it's 2016. And I hope that you will have a very Merry Christmas and a happy one too. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Because Christmas is coming up soon. And then yeah, I made a wish list for my. I make a wish list for my Christmas every year, I guess. And this is Aaron Halo 18. Don't forget this is Aaron Halo 18 channel. And please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, thoughts, and opinions. And I hope you liked it and enjoyed it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And stay tuned for more, guys and girls. And this is Aaron Halo 18 signing off. And like Ghost Robo says, drink some hot chocolate, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.